A little bit later this afternoon, we are expecting a media briefing from the Public Protector around a number of reports. Most notably, we understand, is going to be the investigation into the Dubai holiday of a particular former sports minister. Govan Whittles is our reporter on the scene there today. He's following that for us. Govan, hello to you. So the name of Fikile Mbalula, we understand, we believe, is going to be brought up in one of the investigations to be reported back on.
That's right, Gareth. It's a big day here at the Public Protector's Office in Hatfield, and we're expecting upwards of 5 reports to be tabled today. But as you said, among them would be the findings of the Public Protector's investigation into who funded the former Minister Fikile Mbalula's family holiday to Dubai. We do know that that is one of the headlines from the session expected today, and we should see some feedback from the Public Protector in terms of, or some clarity in terms of who funded that. We know that SEDGAZ has denied funding the 700,000 Rand holiday in 2016, but the Public Protector also clarifying that she's spoken to everyone involved, so she has had representations from the former minister himself as well as SEDGAZ. But there are other issues that are on the agenda here as well. There's been media speculation that another investigation into the Premier of the Western Cape, Helen Zille, and her controversial comments on social media. We're expecting some feedback around that. And then, as the Public Protector spokesperson, Opa Sekhalwe, put it, some bread and butter issues. So the Public Protector taking this opportunity to report back on some high-profile matters, but at the same time give some feedback into the everyday complaints that she's been receiving from South African citizens, which are not necessarily, or which don't necessarily implicate high-profile figures. So this will be the last briefing for the year. It's tradition at the Public Protector's Office, and the spokesperson has said that it would be upwards of 5 reports, possibly even 8 reports. So it's the final session for the year, and as you said, the headline would be exactly who funded the former Minister Fikile Mbalula's family holiday to Dubai.
Yeah, that holiday, if I recall correctly, Govan, being somewhere in the region of about 5 days for the family. I think it's worth just reminding our viewers for a moment that any report coming out of the Public Protector, what happens with that next? Who is compelled, if any state body, to do anything with that information? If, for example, she finds Fikile Mbalula in a negative light as far as expenditure is concerned, what happens to that information? What can the public or a state organization do with it?
Well, Gareth, as clarified last year by the Constitutional Court, the findings of the Public Protector's Office are binding. Her remedial action can't be ignored, and as was the case with the report into the missing millions from the former President Nelson Mandela's funeral, there the Public Protector recommended that a former Treasury official in the Eastern Cape face disciplinary action and possibly a civil and criminal case, and the Eastern Cape Provincial Government has followed through on that remedial action. We do know that in the case of Helen Zille, after the Public Protector found that her comments on Twitter were racist, the Premier of the Western Cape then approached the court where she's currently trying to dispute the Public Protector's findings. So the options that are open to the people that are implicated in the reports are either to take the findings to court and the remedial action to court to challenge them, or to have them implemented. We do know that the Public Protector has gone as far as recommending or recommending remedial action that includes criminal charges, but she's also gone as far as saying that sometimes, in the case of the missing millions with the Mandela funeral, disciplinary action should be taken by the various departments. In the case of the former minister Fikile Mbalula, it's a tricky situation because he no longer holds state office, but he does hold a senior position, head of elections within the ANC. So the Public Protector's findings here would have to be implemented if there was wrongdoing on his part by the government, but also by the ANC, because the party has, of course, taken a tough line against its public representatives. But those are some of the options that are available, and as yet we don't know what exactly that investigation yielded.
Not at all yet. We'll get details from you a bit later on these reports live from the Public Protector's Office. It's Govan Whittles. There's no possible way for you to miss that briefing. You can follow Govan on Twitter. You can go and look for him on social media. You can also watch it live here on ENCA now, and also we'll be live streaming it on our website, enca.com. So if you can't be with us, you can certainly take us with you wherever you go.